be discussing what? Answer writing from newspaper. So the basic expectation is you also should have newspaper. So apart from that, how many of you are enjoying UPSC preparation? How many of you are enjoying UPSC preparation? That means after coming to UPSC, you see you have improved your knowledge. No? Feeling burdened? No? Sure. So roughly around 20-30 days you started your UPSC preparation, right? At least you entered into UPSC world. So what changed in your life? How can you say that now you are enjoying the preparation? What changed? More systematic in your daily life. Okay. కొంచెం ఫ్యాన్ స్పీడ్ తగ్గించండి. అదే లాస్ట్, యా, దట్ ఓన్లీ. మరీ తక్కువద్దు. ఫైన్ సార్. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ యాజ్ పర్ ప్లాన్. వాట్ ప్లాన్ ఇస్ దట్? రేపు ఏం చేయాలి ముందే తెలుస్తుంది. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ఫైన్. You are adapting to learn newspaper every day. Okay, yes. Only you two, the others are also preparing, right? Yes, we will ask others. Yes, what did you learn, or what did you enjoy in UPSC? Sorry? Knowing new things, like whatever you read in the newspapers or in the classes, that is new thing. Yes, my friend in black shirt, the thinker. Yes. మేధావుల్ని కదిలించి మనమే మాట్లాడుకోవాలి, లేకపోతే వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడరు. మేధావి మౌనం ప్రపంచానికి చేటు. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఎస్. మేధావి ఎవరని అడగండి. ఎస్ ఎస్ ప్లీజ్. ఏం అన్ని విషయాలు తెలిసినాయి మీకు? ఓకే, ఎస్. అదర్స్? పొలిటికల్ సిస్టమ్ బాగా తెలిసింది. ఓకే, ఎనీథింగ్ ఎల్స్? డిడ్ యూ బికమ్ ఏ బెటర్ పర్సన్? డిడ్ ఇట్ చేంజ్ యువర్ పర్సనాలిటీ? నాలెడ్జ్ పక్కన పెట్టండి. ఓకే, డిడ్ ఇట్ మేక్ యూ ఏ బెటర్ పర్సన్? ఇఫ్ ఎస్, హౌ? యు ఆర్ రెడ్యూసింగ్ దట్ ఇంపల్సివ్ డిస్కషన్ ఈస్ కమింగ్ డౌన్. ఓకే, ఆర్ హౌ డు యూ పుట్ ఇట్? మీ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ మారింది. ద వే యూ సీ ద వరల్డ్ హ్యాస్ చేంజ్డ్. దట్ ఈస్ వన్ వే ఆఫ్ పుట్టింగ్ ద థింగ్స్. ఎనీవన్ ఎల్స్? మీ మీద మీకు సెల్ఫ్ రెస్పెక్ట్ ఆర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఎస్టీమ్ పెరిగిందా? కెన్ యూ స్పీక్ ఇన్ పబ్లిక్? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? ఈజ్ దేర్ ఎ డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ ఎస్టీమ్? ఓకే, నేను అంతా కాదు. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ నాట్ దట్ బ్యాడ్, ఐఎమ్ ఓకే. డూ యూ ఫీల్ దట్? ఎస్, షూరా? సో టుమారో ఇఫ్ ఐ ఆస్క్ యూ సమ్వన్ టు కమ్ టు ద డయాస్ అండ్ డిస్కస్ సంథింగ్, విల్ యూ బీ ఏబుల్ టు డూ దట్? ఎస్, రండి. ఎస్, యూ సెడ్ నో. ఏం నేర్చుకున్నారు? ఏదో మీ ఇష్టం. మీకు ఏ టాపిక్ అర్థమైతే ఆ టాపిక్ వచ్చి చెప్పండి. ఎందుకంటే పీపుల్ అజ్యూమ్ యూపీఎస్సీ కోచింగ్ ఈజ్ లైక్ దట్. ఇంటర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు 6 to 9 చదవాలి, బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ ఉంటుంది, పాలు అర గ్లాస్ ఇస్తారు, దెన్ అగైన్ యూ కమ్ టు యూపీఎస్సీ. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిపరేషన్. యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిపరేషన్ ఈజ్ డైనమిక్ థింకింగ్. వై థింకింగ్? దెర్ కెన్ బి సో మెనీ థింగ్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఈరోజు న్యూస్ పేపర్ ఉంది. ఎస్, వాట్ ఆర్ ద ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ మెయిన్స్ క్వశ్చన్? అసలు ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా ఈరోజు క్వశ్చన్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ప్రీవియస్ ఇయర్ టాపిక్స్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్ యూస్ఫుల్? ఓకే, సో అట్లీస్ట్ పేపర్ చదివిన వాళ్ళు, ఐ మీన్ ఐ హోప్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ తెలుగు. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు ఎంటర్ ఇన్ టు తెలుగు, జనరలీ స్పీకింగ్. సో దోస్ హు హ్యావ్ రెడ్ టుడేస్ పేపర్, try to just stop, close your eyes and think of 3 most important topics in today's paper. 3 most important articles in today's paper. ఆలోచించుకోండి, నాకు చెప్పక్కర్లేదు. Done thinking? Yes, again this is for those who read the papers. Mita, all you can keep staring at my face like always. Okay, done. Yes, Mudu. Yes, let's say consensus. Pakistan and China are constructing nuclear reactor. Was it in your top 3? Yes. Next, vaccine. Okay, next. Semiconductors, fab infrastructure. Okay. Anything else? UPI interface. Okay, what is so special about UPI interface? Okay. Was there an article in printed Hindu about Arctic and Arctic ice? No. In news e-paper it is there, but in the printed newspaper it's not there. Okay, fine. సో ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉండొచ్చు ఈరోజు న్యూస్ పేపర్ నుంచి? విల్ సీ హౌ మెనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎవ్రీ డే దేర్ ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్స్ అలోన్. Okay, the first one is this article which talks about climate breakdown. The Arctic Ocean could be ice free by 2030. So the Arctic Sea will be ice free by 2030. So if you see the question on the right side, the question is asked by UPSC. Previous year question. What is the question? How do melting of Arctic ice and glaciers of Antarctic differently affect the weather patterns and human activities on Earth? Explain. So if I know the previous year question, automatically what will I do? I will focus on the article. Okay, that is rule number 1. Second thing, within the article, what are the things to focus upon? Yesterday I told you, right? What are the things to keywords, then keywords and facts. These are the only two things that you will take away from this article. So let's go back and look at this article from macro perspective. So again I will share the PDF. If you are not aware, it's sometimes these kind of articles are available only in e-paper. They are not available in print copy. Okay, so of all this article I will tell two words. If you know, you tell me. The first one is albedo effect. ALBEDO. Okay, it's a geographical term, right? I'm just giving you, when you read this article it will make sense. What is albedo? ALBEDO. It is ability of a surface to reflect the sunlight or light. Okay, if the surface is very shiny white, what will happen? Reflection will be high or low? Reflection will be very high. That means if Arctic is full of ice, sun rays will fall and the sun rays will be reflected. So will the oceans be warm or cold? Warm or cold? Cold. If there is ice. If there is no ice, what will happen? Sun rays will come and they will stay there. So that will increase warming of the oceans or cooling of the oceans? Warming of the oceans. So there is one geography concept called as albedo, which is indirectly covered in this article. That is the headline. The Arctic oceans could be ice free. What will happen if it's ice free? Sea level will rise. Now let's go back to 2 days ago. There was a useless article by Sheikh Hasina and Maldives president. Do you remember? Small article in the Hindu bottom. Yes. What was that article about? Vulnerable islands. If you remember the term, the term is vulnerable islands. What did it say? Sea level rise. When the sea level rises, Maldives will sink, Bangladesh will sink. That is why these two people came. So now link this article and that article. So what happens if Arctic ice is melting? Small islands like Vanuatu or Maldives, all these things will sink. So that's a global problem. Okay, this is how you think. Okay, అంటే మీకు geography కాలేదు, your geography is not done, so you don't understand the importance of heading. That is why I'm telling about albedo. Second important thing is keywords. So what is the important keyword in this entire article? These two things. It's called as blue ocean event. Okay, blue ocean event. So next time when you read newspapers, it's your job to find such keywords. What is blue ocean event? Dan kinde rasundi, if you can read. Yes or no? When the sea ice falls less than 1 million square kilometers. Okay, that means Arctic is melting very very fast. Even your favorite destination for holidays, that is Goa, will also go under the sea. So if more ice is melting, what will happen? We will put more water in the freezer, throw all that ice in the ocean. No, simple solution. Can't humans do that? Can't we generate ice? We have refrigerators. We can throw so much ice into the ocean. Okay, you need to understand what is the size of the ice. That is where this fact will come into the picture. What is that fact? Over the last 40 years, how much ice have shrunk? 7 million square kilometers has reduced to 4 million square kilometers. What is that? It's equivalent to roughly the size of India. Just imagine, ice at the size of entire Indian country has vanished. Now all that area is being hit by what? Sunlight. All that is being captured by oceans. Okay, so this article is clearly spelling doom for the planet. Why doom for the planet? First is sea level will increase. Second is, we actually don't know how Indian monsoon works. Yes or no? Normally, how does Indian monsoon work? India, the continent has to become heat. Okay, it will attract the trade winds and the monsoons will come. If the entire ocean is cold, warm, whatever, okay, monsoon patterns will change. Already we are seeing, right? There are more cyclones in Arabian Sea rather than in Bay of Bengal. How do we know that? There is an article just 2 days ago we have discussed where a map shows Bay of Bengal cyclones are coming down, Arabian Sea cyclones are increasing. Can we call it as climate change? Yes. So just one country is facing this. Then imagine if all the ice is gone, what will happen? Nobody knows. Who is the default finance minister of the country? I told that just yesterday, right? Who? Monsoons. Because of monsoons, what will happen? Our agriculture will be fine. So if sea rises, will monsoons follow the normal pattern? May or may not. So because of all these things, what will happen is, whatever happens in Arctic will also affect whom? India. Not only India, every single person on the planet. Okay, if someone asks you a question like earth is rotating, right, spinning, okay, if I remove all the groundwater, will it affect earth's tilting? Just few days ago there was a research article which says because of groundwater extraction there is an impact on earth tilting. So we don't know how geography works. If we remove one thing, something else might be affected. If ice is gone, we don't know. Rajasthan might start getting monsoons and Kerala might go barren. Anything can happen. Yes. So that is the point. So what are the major keywords from this article? Blue ocean event. What is it? When the sea level falls. Can this be a prelims question? Blue ocean event. It is related to oceans. It is related to fishery. 1 year down the line, blue ocean, ocean, correct. Fish, ocean is in fish, correct. Both 1 and 2 are correct. This is how human beings think. Don't worry. I am not criticizing. Even I will think in the same way. But you need to remember these are the prelims question. Sir, how do you know? Okay. So now you understand the impact of the question. That means everyday Hindu or Indian Express I have articles which is directly a mains question. People ignore such articles. 1 year down the line, what happens? When the same thing comes as a question, we will be surprised, where did this question come from? But within 3 days of newspaper classes, I showed you, you have lot of data. Yes or no? Just you didn't knew that you have so much data. Are you able to understand? Yes. But again, if you have missed the old classes, I cannot do anything. Right. We'll go into the next question. For example, first I will show the article. Right. This is the article. India's first mRNA vaccine. What is mRNA? What is the full form of mRNA? Huh? రైబో న్యూక్లిక్ యాసిడ్, అక్కడ వరకు వినిపించింది. ఏమంటే మెసెంజర్. ఓకే, షూరా? సైన్స్ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఎనీవన్ ఎల్స్? డాక్టర్స్? నో డాక్టర్స్? ఎస్, correct. Okay, fine. Now what kind of question can come from this article? India's first mRNA vaccine against Omicron approved. Okay, so as a fresher you don't know anything, no harm, but in the long run what will happen is you need to know what are the types of vaccines. What are the types of vaccines? So already we have what? Covaxin. Yes or no? We have Covaxin. So how is Covaxin different from this vaccine? Do you know polio vaccine? Polio vaccine. Who invented polio vaccine? Polio. That is why it is called as polio vaccine. No? Who invented polio vaccines? స్కూల్లో చదవలేదా? స్కూల్లోనే మర్చిపోయారా? సారీ, అదే ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు వస్తానంటే నేను వద్దంటానా సినిమాలో డైలాగ్ చెప్పండి అంటే ఇట్లా 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 ఇంకా కంప్లీట్ అయ్యిండదు క్వశ్చన్, ఫట్మన్ పడి ఉంటుంది అక్కడ ఆన్సర్. అవునా కాదా? నేనైనా అంతే. సే ఐఎమ్ నాట్ సేయింగ్ ఐఎమ్ సుపీరియర్ టు యూ, ఈవెన్ ఐ రిమెంబర్ మూవీ డైలాగ్స్, బట్ వీ రిమెంబర్ ద బేసిక్ థింగ్స్. ఎస్, ఇట్ స్టార్ట్స్ విత్ జే. Who? Jonas Salk. Okay, Jonas Salk invented polio vaccine. Yes, see, ignorance is not at all a fault in UPSC. Even if you are an IAS officer, you cannot know everything. Ignorance is no problem. Nobody will blame you for ignorance. Innocence, we can blame you. Okay, so Jonas Salk invented polio vaccine. So polio is a inactivated vaccine. పోలియో ఇస్ ఏ ఇన్యాక్టివేటెడ్ వ్యాక్సిన్. సైన్స్ క్లాస్ ఏమన్నా గుర్తొస్తుందా ఇప్పుడు? ఏం లేదా? వదిలేద్దాం అయితే. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్ ఫర్ మీ టు టీచ్ యూ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్, బట్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఏ యూపీఎస్సీ అఫీషియల్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ క్వశ్చన్ ఇన్ 2022, లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ పేపర్. ద క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద కంటెక్స్ట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యాక్సిన్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చర్ టు ప్రివెంట్ కోవిడ్, కన్సిడర్ ద ఫాలోయింగ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. సో స్టేట్మెంట్ 1 కరెక్టా రాంగా? వై రాంగ్? పక్కనే ఆర్టికల్ పెట్టుకున్నాం కాబట్టి ఆబ్వియస్లీ వీ కెన్ సే 1 ఈస్ రాంగ్. ఓకే, 1 తీసేస్తే ఆన్సర్ ఈస్ బి. Now all those things won't work because UPSC has started asking pair questions. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when you look at simple articles, you should know what type of vaccines are there in India, what is the science behind that vaccine. Okay, that is how UPSC will ask you questions. So next time when you read this article, what are the things you should remember? What is mRNA vaccine? Okay, again this is just giving you ideas. We will actually give you handouts, right? When we give you handouts, we will have that value addition part, but handouts pakkan pedte on your own you should think this is a previous year question. Okay, that is why this article becomes important. Okay, next, did you find out the regulatory body? Which body? CDS is USA కదా? In India, sure? Okay. So yesterday there was an editorial, we were discussing about Indian medicines killing people. So in counter to that, the minister have given a statement. What is the statement? The last 2 lines. We are the pharmacy of the world and want to assure that we are quality pharmacy of the world. This goes into where your answer writing. See again, whatever I am discussing is continuation of yesterday's class. Yes or no? Yesterday there was an editorial which said Indian medicines are killing people in Sri Lanka and other countries. So today we are learning that we want to focus on what? Quality of pharmacy. So India is pharmacy of the world. That will go into your introduction or conclusion? The first line will go into introduction. India is a pharmacy of the world. We are trying our best. Still there are some problems. Conclusion will be what? Quality pharmacy of the world. So the journey from pharmacy of the world to quality pharmacy of the world is the important thing for India. That is your conclusion. Ante, 2 lines. You cannot write more, right? So it's all about picking the lines from newspapers and how you twist it. One will go into the intro, the other will go into the conclusion. See, that is the journey, right? How can you make quality? We are already providing pharmacy. You have to produce what? Quality pharmacy. In between, what will you write? Regulators have to be active and all that stuff. Okay, I hope you have seen this article also in today's Hindu. No, కనిపించలేదా లేదా? ప్రింటెడ్ హిందూ పక్కకి చిన్నగా ఇట్లా మూలలకు వస్తాయి కదా, ఆ ఆర్టికల్లను కూడా ఒకసారి అట్లా ఒక కన్నేసి ఉంచండి. దెర్ ఈజ్ నో హార్మ్. రేపు మంచి పేపర్ తెచ్చుకోండి. ఎస్, అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఎనీబడి ఈస్ కంజూస్ or if anybody is not understanding the concept, the 5 rupees or 10 rupees you invest in paper is an investment. It's not wastage of money. Okay, reading papers will give you at least 20 to 30% of returns. India and US share values of democracy, diversity. Yes. Can someone tell me what are the shared values between India and USA? ఏం షేర్ చేసుకుంటాం అంతగా వాల్యూస్? Don't give immediate answer. Think for 10 seconds. That is the rule number 1. What is the common theme? See, there are 2 questions here. I hope you can see the questions. Is it visible? Questions. The right side are the 2 questions which are from UPSC. Previous year questions. So what are the questions saying? India and US are 2 large democracies. Examining the basic tenets of 2 political systems. Next one is, what are the reasons for frictions between India and USA? Why this news now? Prime Minister Modi went to USA. So that's a great thing. Yes or no? Prime Minister Modi is visiting USA. So after 2002 Godhra riots, USA blacklisted PM Modi. Back then he was just Chief Minister of Gujarat. Okay, he was blacklisted. That means he was not given visa to go to USA. But after 2014 when he became Prime Minister, they revoked it because he is the head of the state. So he was given a nice welcome. So the reason here is, everybody thinks we are getting closer. US and India and US are getting closer. So UPSC will ask questions on what are the issues, not what is good between us. Is or no? Why? Good is good. You don't have to do anything, but you need to identify what? Problems and solve the problems. That is why I am hiring you as an IAS, right? Not to reinforce the problems. You are a problem solver, not a problem identifier. If I have to ask what are the problems in India, auto drivers, tea shop owners, these people are better. They know everything about India. Okay, they can also tell what? Problems. Why do I need you in the system? To solve the problem. So your mindset should always be what? Problem solver, not problem identifier. Okay, now tell me, common sense, you have nothing to do with UPSC preparation. India and US, what are the common things that we share? Friendly relations with other countries. Okay, US కి మనకి డిఫెన్స్ రిలేషన్షిప్ ఉంది. అవన్నీ షేర్డ్ వాల్యూస్ కాదు కదా. ఇక్కడ వాల్యూస్ అంటే ఏంటి? విలువలు. ఫ్రీడమ్ ఆఫ్ వాట్? ఫ్రీడమ్ ఆఫ్ స్పీచ్. బోత్ కంట్రీస్ రెస్పెక్ట్ ఫ్రీడమ్ ఆఫ్ స్పీచ్. Both are secular and democratic countries. Fantastic. That is the first point. One is the oldest democracy, the other one is the Largest democracy. India is the largest democracy. Prime Minister Modi calls it as mother of democracy. Okay, Prime Minister Modi calls India as a mother of democracy. Okay, whereas America is the oldest democracy. ఎప్పుడు వచ్చింది అమెరికాకు ఫ్రీడమ్? 1776. ఫ్రెంచ్ రెవల్యూషన్ కాదు అప్పుడు జరిగింది. 78 ఫ్రెంచ్ రెవల్యూషనా? 76 కాదా? Some event happened, probably that is freedom, right? So it doesn't matter, but around 1770s to 1785 probably USA got freedom. That means more than 230 years ago America became a republic country or a free country. Okay, next, both of us value human rights, yes or no? More or less we also believe in human rights, they also believe in human rights. Vasudhaiva kutumbakam, yes. Sharing of wealth, India believes in sharing of whatever it has. America also gives lot of charity. Sabka saath sabka vikas. Okay, you can throw it in that way, but for America that sabka is only when you are its friend. Okay, America won't say Russia sabka saath sabka vikas, but India will say even Pakistan sabka saath sabka vikas. Inkem values, think about values, not business. Gender equality, both India and USA promotes what? Gender equality. Next, we also respect environment, climate change. We are working towards climate change. And a value system, again sustainable development is a value. So both of us are interested in sustainable development. What else? Okay. We also don't believe in occupying different territories. Yes or no? Both countries promote peace over violence. అంటే ఇవన్నీ రాసుకోవడానికే, డోంట్ బిలీవ్ దెమ్. ఓకే, అమెరికా హ్యాస్ ఇట్స్ ఓన్ అజెండా, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ అస్ నో దట్. బట్ ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఏ 10 markers, వాట్ ఆర్ ద షేర్డ్ వాల్యూస్ బిట్వీన్ ఇండియా అండ్ యూఎస్ఏ? ఆల్ దీస్: హ్యూమన్ రైట్స్, జెండర్ జస్టిస్, సస్టైనబుల్ డెవలప్మెంట్, పీస్ఫుల్ వరల్డ్, మల్టీపోలార్ వరల్డ్. ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ values. Fundamental rights are fundamental. Again, India has lot of fundamental rights: freedom of speech and expression, religious tolerance, secularism. Yes. Now does India have a good track record on all these areas? Suhasini Haidar, do you know Suhasini Haidar? Do you remember that name? ఎక్కడన్నా వచ్చిందా మన క్లాసుల్లో ఎప్పుడన్నా? Suhasini Haidar is a foreign correspondent for Hindu. She is also doctor of Dr. Subramanya Swamy. Okay, Subramanya Swamy, the BJP leader. Suhasini Haidar is the daughter of him, and she is also a very renowned foreign affairs correspondent. She is saying there are some issues that Modi is going to face. What are these? Human rights activists are going to say that India lo, the other day she was saying, right, the NGO group, they will say Muslims are being oppressed, NGOs are being suppressed. That was the article, right? ఒక ఆర్టికల్ మొత్తం వచ్చింది. నెక్స్ట్, Amnesty is questioning, and even BBC could not air the Modi question. Gujarat riots మీద BBC has done a video documentary that was more or less banned in India. Okay, after that BBC offices were raided by income tax departments. Okay, that is an indirect tactic by the government to silence what? Media. So India promotes media voice or silences media voice? Promotes media voice in theory. In practice we are doing what? Silencing media voice. Okay, this can be a criticism on Modi. Okay, but what are the advantages? India and USA are going in a all-time high friendship level. Probably we have never been this close in the last 50-60 years. So as all of you know, every family function will have some issues. Yes or no? Your relatives, I mean mother relatives, father relatives will come, everybody will say hi, smile each other, they will sit in that corner, this corner, they will keep talking about each other. So issues will always be there, but when you come face to face, you will act as if you are best friends. Yes or no? So that is one issue. Okay, we will also continue the discussion of ISET, that is the critical and emerging technology changes between India and US. Okay, so this is a polity question, this is an IR question. Both are about India and US relations. Okay, yesterday we also discussed one topic, that is it will keep evolving. Today just we came to know that Modi went to USA. There are some issues, but there are a lot more advantages. From tomorrow what will come in the newspaper? What are the advantages? Modi signed this, Modi and Biden signed this, Modi and Biden went to, Modi went to Biden's house, that is White House, they ate roti, dal makhani was there. Okay, all these idiotic details will also be there. But the thing is, over 1 week what happens is, you will develop a full picture of India-US relations. That is the advantage. Yes, please. China, yeah. China and USA coming together. Definitely, we will discuss. That's a very good point that you have raised. So my next slide is about the same thing. While India and USA are coming closer, our two best friends, that is China and Pakistan, wants to send a very clear message to India. What is that message? Don't become too close to USA. Who is saying this indirectly? Why? Why? India and USA wants to kind of limit China. So China is indirectly saying two things. China has first blocked what? Proposal about 26/11. That much we know. And the second time, we also know China, Pakistan are starting a nuclear plant. Why now? They could have done this 1 week later. They could have done this 2 days earlier. But why now? Modi is in USA. So that means indirectly he is telling Indian foreign policy, if you go closer and closer to USA, we will also become closer and closer. So it's like tit for tat. You have your allies, I have Russia, I have Iran, I have Pakistan. This message is very clearly being sent by whom? China. I hope you understand. So you should not look international relations in isolation. There will always be consequences. Okay. The advantage is there is nothing new here. There is nothing new here. Pakistan is a banana republic. It's a failed state. It is totally dependent on China. It has lot of internal issues. Taliban issue, political issue, military issue, floods, no money, no economic activity, so on and so forth. So Pakistan cannot create that kind of damage to India unless it is totally dependent on China. If Pakistan is getting more and more into the grip of China, Pakistani citizens won't be happy. Nobody wants to be number two to someone, right? Pakistan people will have their own nationalism, that is Pakistani pride. They don't want to be controlled by whom? China. So this is not going to work for China. You cannot control people by money or force. We have to control people with what? Soft power, winning hearts and minds. Okay. Is there anything related to soft power in today's newspaper? Anything related to soft power? No? Today is what? World's Yoga Day. There is no bigger soft power than yoga. Yes or no? Yoga. What is soft power? Soft power is influencing other countries slowly. We have yoga. Prime Minister Modi is going to US and doing yoga there. Yes or no? Around 160 to 170 country people are coming together to do yoga. Where did yoga come from? India. It's a gift of health to the world by India. So if somebody has to respect India, why? We gave you yoga. We gave you Buddhism. Yes or no? Yes. So all these things are called as soft power. So we will win people's minds and hearts, whereas China is winning terrorist hearts and terrorist minds. So we don't have to be worried about it. In between all these things, there is one third thing that is happening, that is America just before receiving Indian Prime Minister also was talking to China. Yes or no? Chinese minister went to USA. They were saying, we are best friends. We will also work out our issues. No problem and all those things. But the thing is, there will never be trust between two equal powers. Yes or no? One is superpower. The next one is aspiring superpower, so they cannot be friends. So that is why we are getting closer and closer. Okay, yeah. Again, see, that is what we don't know what is happening in China, because we cannot believe in even their GDP numbers. There is economic crisis happening, but China also have a lot of buffer money kada. If state involves, they can solve that problem. So these are the two questions which came in the context of China, Pakistan and India China relations. Both of them I think you know, right? Same question, 2014 they asked the same question. In 2021 sorry 2018 again they repeated the same question. Here they didn't mention the name, here they are mentioning the name. China Pakistan economic corridor. Yes, nothing new. PVQs are repeated, 10 marks are given free to the aspirants by UPSC. But the thing is, we don't look at previous year questions, we will write substandard answers. Can you draw a map of CPEC? It passes through Ladakh. It passes through Ladakh? Sure? That is not Ladakh. According to the political map of India, Gilgit-Baltistan is in which area? Ladakh. So technically India lo there is CPEC passing through India. See, ikkada question emundi, enumerate the reasons why India has distanced itself from the same. Why did India not join One Belt One Road? It is violating our sovereignty, territorial integrity. Same drama, NL line ade. The question is 2018, in 2023 also it is same, in 2030 is also same. Yes, nothing will change. But all these are from what? Today's newspaper only. But you need to have that right perspective. Okay. Yes. Any other interesting articles today? There is this question, there is this article about UPI. What is full form of UPI? United Payment. What is the full form? Unified Payment Interface. So ఈ article lo what can be the questions? What can be the keywords? వాడు యునైటెడ్ అని ఇచ్చాడా? నేను అందుకే యునైటెడ్ అన్నా. Think, see, that is where you grow, right? Unless you think, you cannot grow. Every day all of you use UPI. Yes, are there any security layers for UPI? Security layers on UPI. If you have to install UPI in your phone, how many layers do you have to cross? ఎప్పుడైనా యూపీఐ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేశారా ఫోన్లో? ఫోన్పే, గూగుల్ పే, యూ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ ఇన్స్టాల్, రైట్? సో వాట్ ఆర్ ద సెక్యూరిటీ మెజర్స్? Can I use UPI in two different phones at the same number? No. Sure. Why? Same number can be used in two different phones. Same SIM. SIM important, phone కాదు. Okay. So they will hardwire your phone identity. It's not only about SIM, it's also about the mobile. Handset register చేసుకుంటాడు, SIM register చేసుకుంటారు. Then you have verification of OTP from your bank. Then you have MPIN. Yes or no? Then again while making payments you have to enter your MPIN. So it has at least 3 to 4 layers of security. This is also a previous year question. In 2017 or 18 they have asked, there are 2 layers of security in UPI. People didn't understand what is security layer. Okay, even getting an OTP is a security layer, right? If you change the phone, it will say you have changed the SIM or you have changed the mobile. You have to re-register again in your UPI. All these are security layers. Second thing, who maintains this UPI? RBI. Who maintains this UPI? Any idea? These are the questions that UPSC will pick. National Payment Corporation of India helps in promoting financial inclusion. Okay, next, this is again a previous year question, right? Next, NPCI has launched RuPay, a card payment scheme. No, cardless payment scheme, not cards. RuPay is not a card. RuPay is card. See, preparation ki em ledu. He is asking common sense. If you open your wallet, probably you have a RuPay card. Apart from RuPay, what other cards are there? Visa and MasterCard. Both of them are outside companies. Visa and MasterCard are US based companies. So India wants to have its own system. That is why they have brought in something called as RuPay cards. Okay, so statement 2 is correct. Okay, statement 1 manak telidu. Okay, if you don't know, no problem, but actually entire UPI platform is maintained by National Payment Corporation of India. Okay, National Payment Corporation of India. So both the statements are correct. So that is how UPSC fools aspirants. We all know UPI, but we never bother to look at what is UPI or who maintains UPI. ఎప్పుడన్నా 6 digit 4 digit పేమెంట్ పేజ్కి వెళ్తారు కదా, పైన ఉంటుంది NPCI. Yes, there was one more question in 2020, I guess. VoLTE. In most of your mobiles you can see 4G VoLTE. Yes or no? Reliance 5G 4G VoLTE. What is VoLTE? Guttalu. Yes, people don't even know what is volt. VoLTE, it's in your phone, right? Okay, they don't know what is that. UPSC asked a very simple question. Khatam. It's common sense, right? We see it every day. Yes or no? Our questions can be very simple. Like for example, QR code. QR code can be scanned in any direction. Chayacha? QR code can be scanned from all kinds of directions, and it still gets scanned. Why? How? Is it 2D or 3D? Okay. Any 2D? QR code is 2D. Can it be 3D? Or is it 2D only? Why QR code can be scanned in any direction? Sorry? There are no wrong answers. We are here to learn. Because it's 3D. Okay. Okay, fine. Any other? ఎప్పుడన్నా గమనించారా క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ని? ఎప్పుడు గమనించలేదు అంత తీక్షణంగా. యూపీఎస్సీ విల్ ఆస్క్ వెరీ బేసిక్ క్వశ్చన్స్. మిడిల్ పార్ట్ ఈస్, so after this class there is a QR code scanned to the wall. Join Telegram channel something. There is a QR code. Okay, look at it without googling, and tomorrow tell me why you can scan a QR code from any direction. ఇప్పుడు వాడు అక్కడెక్కడో పెట్టింటాడు షాప్లో, మీరు ఇట్లా వంగి ఒక యాంగిల్లో కెమెరాని స్కాన్ చేస్తారు, పాపం అదైనా ఇట్ విల్ క్యాచ్. హౌ ఈజ్ ఇట్ పాసిబుల్? వెరీ సింపుల్, వెరీ కామన్ సెన్సికల్ ఆన్సర్. It can be inverted. It's like bidirectional. Okay. So again, it's a matter of 1 hour, right? After the class, try to look at the QR code. Tell me tomorrow, right? That is how you develop curiosity, right? It's a symmetrical thing. See, that is where curiosity comes from, right? That is how you improve your knowledge. When you open your Hindu today, you must have seen different color dots at the bottom of the page. Did you even wonder what those color dots are? Right? That is where your curiosity is developed. UPSC will always ask such kind of simple things. Do you have metro card? Yes. Do you tap it? What is the technology? See, again, you don't have to know answers today, but this is, if you develop that curiosity from today, automatically all these simple questions can be answered by you. Yes or no? So that is how UPSC beats you with common sense. At least every year there will be 10 to 15 questions which are pure common sense. No preparation required. 15 questions means 30 marks. That will make or break your attempt. Okay. So start developing that curiosity. Next time when you tap your metro card, at least think, what is my metro card made of? Yes or no? How many of you have tap and go cards? Debit cards? It's tap and go, it's not Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi is for our understanding. And for the layman, the symbol is like Wi-Fi, it's not Wi-Fi. What is the technology? RFID. Fast tags choose untaru kada. Fast tags are RFID. Okay. What about this tap and go? Do you have a tap and go card? Ante Wi-Fi debit card unda meeku? According to common parlance, do you have a Wi-Fi debit card? Yes. What is the technology in that? That is again a prelims question. Go home, check PYQs. All these are commonsensical questions. Every year UPSC will beat you with 1 or 2 questions, and the number keeps on increasing. Curiosity will help you gain lot of knowledge. You will feel superior. Yes. Last question. How many of your phones have NFC technology? Sir, I have a phone. Okay. Yes. Okay. How many of your phones have night dim skin? Like orange color tint will be there, right? Eye shield. Yes or no? Eye shield? It's there? Does your phone have it? Yes. What will it do? It will. That is a 2022 mains question. Literally in 2022 mains, they have asked a question, what are the impacts of blue LED? Okay, many people didn't know that because of blue LED screens, you don't get sleep. That is why people request you not to look at screens before sleeping. If you on that night shield, there will be orange tilt. So the blue light will be reduced. Okay, so they took that simple concept and converted it into a 10 marker mains question. People happily left it. And that was also, I think 2018 or 19 Nobel Prize award. LED. So everything you see every day is a mains question, but you need to have that what? Perspective. That is where previous year questions will reduce your scope. First the basics, core of the core topics, and UPSC will repeat the same topics again and again and again. Just like I showed you 2014 question, there are at least 3 questions on UPI. All of them have one common theme, that is NPCI. Okay, clear? Yes. Payment, inform, definitely it's you can consider it as grievance redressal, not as security. It's more about grievance redressal. Yes. Okay. Did I speak about third pole in the class? Third pole, did I mention? No. గుర్తు లేకపోతే మళ్ళీ గుర్తు చేస్తాను. నార్త్ పోల్, సౌత్ పోల్. ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ మ్యాక్సిమం అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రెష్ వాటర్ ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ విచ్ ఏరియా? హిందూ కుష్ అండ్ హిమాలయన్ ఏరియా. టిబెట్ చెప్పినట్టున్నాను. When I was discussing about Tibet, I said if there is ever a third world war, the third world war will be because of water. Now you remember? Yes. So these articles are saying one thing, that is Himalayan glaciers could lose 80% of volume by 2030. In geography NCERT, if you read, there is a simple term. North Indian rivers are perennial, South Indian rivers are నాన్ పెరీనియల్, ఇంకా బెటర్ టర్మ్ ఏముంది? దే ఆర్ రైన్ ఫెడ్. South Indian rivers are rain fed. When there are monsoons, water will flow. When there is no monsoon, they will dry up. North Indian rivers will always have water. Why perennial? Thanks to glaciers. So by 2030 or 2040, if glaciers in Himalayas are gone, will water flow in Ganga? Will water flow in Yamuna? What will we do then? Sir, this is only 2023. We will worry about 2030 in 2030. Right. What are the problems? It can push plant and animals into extinction. What is extinction? అంతరించిపోవడం. Okay, there will no longer be animals. You will only see animals in movies. Okay, next, what is this? In this chart, the region is at high risk of glacial lake outburst. That means, see, glaciers will be like this, right? Closed. Okay, because of melting, suddenly they will open up. అంటే ఒక పార్ట్ ఇట్లా మెల్ట్ అయిపోయి కరిగిపోతుంది. ఇట్ విల్ రిలీజ్ హ్యూజ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ ఇంటూ రివర్స్. దట్ విల్ లీడ్ టు ఫ్లడ్స్. ఈ కేదార్నాథ్, బద్రీనాథ్, ఆల్ దిస్ గంగా region is there, they are very high prone to floods. If a glacier of thousands of liters of water is suddenly breaking, all that water is released in one time. That is called as glacial outburst. Yes or no? That will lead to destruction of life, flow of water, floods. No longer we have water. Probably China and India will go to war for remaining glaciers. Yes, that is one more possibility. Next is, what is this Hindu Kush region? See, technical terms, that is what I am saying. Permafrost. What is permafrost? It's like permanent plus frost. Mix of two words. Permanently frost. Frost means gadda gattukupovam. So the land is frozen permanently. Now thanks to global warming, that is also melting. Okay, now you can link that to our Arctic article. If Arctic is melting, global warming is increasing. When global warming increases, glaciers will melt very quickly. After that, what will happen? It will only accelerate. So the planet that we are going to see in 2030 is going to be unbelievable. Unless we stop what? Climate change. Unless we stop what? Global warming. Ana kada? Yes. Just common sensically think and tell me, what will happen if there is no fresh water? Humans can't sustain. Okay, our set patterns of civilizations will go out. Enduku? All great civilizations are formed around rivers. Yes or no? If you look at any great city, any great civilization, they are mostly surrounded by rivers. Pataliputra, even Hyderabad, any city flourishes only when there is a river. Why Delhi? Yamuna, right? Any majority of North Indian cities are in the banks of Ganga or Yamuna. So if these rivers stop flowing, okay, that is going to create a unimaginable problem, right? This clubbed with erratic monsoons, and we cannot even trust monsoons. Rivers are gone, monsoon is gone, groundwater already gone. Okay, there is a World Bank report which clearly shows with map that from Gujarat all the way till Lucknow, the entire Hindi belt, the so-called Hindi belt or the entire North Indian belt, underground water is exploited like anything. There is no groundwater. Okay, so groundwater is not there, river water is not there, monsoons are doubtful. Then what will people do? This is a very frightening scenario, right? Some cities like Durban in South Africa has seen 0 groundwater day, 0 days. That means the entire city didn't had a glass of water. Okay, these kind of scenarios might become really true. What can be the solutions? Global warming has to be reduced. How? By turning off ACs, by not using fridge, by not using AC cars, By not using fossil fuels, by not using coal. Is it really practical and possible? No. Why are we using ACs? Because of global warming, too much heat. What is happening by using too much ACs? Global warming is happening. Are we increasing or decreasing global warming? Increasing, right? Yes or no? If you go to a mall and if there is no AC, will you go to that mall again? No. So you are also indirectly a polluter. Do you agree? Yes or no? Planting trees. Okay. It will take 20 years. But we don't have time for 20 years, right? 2030. There is one small solution, probably, hopefully, that is sponge cities. Sponge cities. To make cities like a sponge. What does sponge do? Absorb all the water. That means every drop that is falling on any city in India, okay, should be absorbed to the maximum extent. What is normally happening? Thanks to concretization, all the rainwater will fall on the roofs, it will come to the roads and it will go to Musi. It is not going into ground. So every single drop has to be captured and sent to the ground. This concept is called as sponge cities. China is pioneering in sponge cities, adapted by other countries like Germany. So I think Hyderabad, which used to have at least 1,000 lakes once upon a time, okay, now hardly have any lakes. So it's time that we revive the concept of sponge cities. Every drop has to be caught and sent into the ground. If entire India does this, okay, automatically there will be some safety and security, at least for water. Okay, but this we will do only in which year? 2030 or beyond. By then glaciers will be gone. Salt water desalination is definitely a good idea, but the thing is, it's very costly as of now. Probably in future technology might increase. Definitely people are planning for that also. Yes, I hope you understand. So any other question in today's newspaper that I haven't discussed? Indian Sri Lanka diaspora, that is by Raja Mohan Gandhi, right? Did you find any good takeaways? Okay, good. Who is Mr. Gandhi? Gopala Krishna Gandhi. She is talking about this editorial. He is also grandson of Gandhi, the real Gandhi. So Gopal Krishna Gandhi is also the real grandson of Gandhi, and he writes articles from sensitive perspective, like how we should promote peace and prosperity between two regions, Indian Sri Lankan diaspora. But I felt this article doesn't have a lot of takeaways. Yes, but for you people to understand this editorial, it will take some time. That is why I am not discussing semiconductor fab, the unfinished agenda. Okay, have you ever heard about a company called as TMSC? TSMC. No? It is probably the single most important company on the planet. They are the manufacturers of semiconductors. It's in Taiwan. Okay. The thing is, everything from your Mahindra car to your cell phones, without semiconductors, that product cannot be created. So there is too much dependency on which country for semiconductors? Taiwan. Taiwan is technically considered as sibling to China. So there is clear Chinese domination, Chinese influence in that particular area. Now, India wants to be a superpower. Should we have semiconductors? Yes or no? Now, I will tell you one more thing. If you remember Taiwan, can someone see the world map there and recollect where is Taiwan? Above Japan. That is North Korea, no? South Korea, North Korea. Why is Taiwan in the news? China wants to unify Taiwan. That is one China policy. China doesn't consider Taiwan as separate country. China believes that Taiwan belongs to China. So USA is saying we will protect Taiwan. So if USA and China goes to war over Taiwan, okay, semiconductors will be stopped. That is called as blockade of supply chains. All of us remember supply chains, right? We have discussed supply chains in our earlier classes. Supply chains means from Taiwan semiconductors we have to come all the way till India. This entire process is called as supply chain. So right now India is dependent on other countries for its hardware growth. So this article is more or less arguing that we should create our own semiconductors, but the problem is it's very costly. To establish one semiconductor industry, it's very costly. It cost, you know, literally around $1 trillion. And second thing is you need to have lot of water resource, fresh water. Okay, all these are administrative issues. You need to have a lot of fresh water to create what? Semiconductors. And they need to maintain world class hygiene, quality standards. Even a nanoparticle enters the entire supply chain, it's gone. That kind of neatness, hygiene has to be maintained. It's probably more hygienic than any hospital or operation theater. Okay, such high standards have to be maintained. So all these things Indian government is trying to do now. I will tell you a practical example. Taiwan offered, that company offered, you know, some other countries to provide alternative. We will come and set up shop in Samsung. For example, Samsung wanted to conduct a semiconductor thing. India at that time didn't realize. India didn't take it very seriously. That now went to USA. That means USA is one step ahead of India in what? Semiconductor Atmanirbhar USA. Yes or no? Now USA doesn't have to rely on what? Taiwan for semiconductors. They have their own factory. Now India is planning to do what? The same. Okay, let's not go into technical details. You will be bored because at a beginner level it will be too much, but you understood the concept, right? Self sustainability in semiconductors is very important. Why? India is the back office of the world. That means we are very good in IT. We have a lot of software, but we don't have good hardware. Now if India can produce hardware, we already have software, India will become superpower in electronics. Okay, so that is why we need semiconductors. Clear? Yes. Okay. Okay, now take down a question. We'll think. Very simple question. It has nothing to do with your preparation. Okay, it's a 150 word answer. The question is for 150 words. It's 10 marks. You have 6 minutes to write that question. Okay, this will tell you and me what is your present level of understanding of UPSC. Okay, very simple question. Very 2014 UPSC ethics question also. What is happiness according to you? Please underline you. What is happiness according to you? This is a 10 marker question. Okay, peacefully think and write. It's not a judgment, but what you write will tell me how well you are tuned to UPSC. Because the question is what is happiness according to whom? You. It has nothing to do with UPSC preparation. Sir, nen raaledu, class miss aina. No excuses. 10 marker means one side of your notes. That will also do. I will see your answers if you are wondering. Not writing answer is happiness. End. No? No copying, please. Think of intro, body, conclusion. Yes. In Telugu there is an idiom. అన్నం ఉడికిందా లేదా ఒక మెతుకు చూసి చెప్పచ్చు. This one answer will tell me what is your understanding present day. It's not a judgment. It will only help you understand where you stand. You can write in Telugu if you are comfortable. Bonus marks if you add anything from newspapers. Last 1 minute. Yes, time's up. Please stop writing. Put question number 2. Again, very simple question. Don't worry. No punishment for you. It's for your own good. I will tell you why it's good for you. You will understand. Question number 2. Nothing to do with UPSC preparation. Again, with common sense. Okay. Question is, write down. Second question. Write down 10. Number 10. Examples. Write down 10 examples from your personal life. Write down 10 examples from your personal life where you displayed honesty. Where you displayed honesty in bullet points, like 1 point. Okay. If you thought the last question is torture, this will be next level. Okay, trust me. మీ జీవితంలో మీరు చేసిన నిజాయితీ పనులు 10 మీవే రాయండి. You are all 23-24-year-old. So even if you take last 10 years into account, for 1 year you must have done one good deed, one honest thing. Write down. Very easy. दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी. Right? From your own life. Gandhi did this. No. Your honesty. Just write one line. One example, one line. Don't waste time. Already you must have been at 9th point. So no copying. No honesty. 10 మంచి పనులు కూడా చేయలేదా? No, you must have done. No, not copying in exam is a duty, not honesty. Didn't cheat in exam and rasa, I don't compliment it as honesty. It's your duty. Struggling? No. How many of you crossed 5 points? Okay. Very few honest people. 6, 5. How many of you wrote 3 points? Not even 3? రావట్లేదా? Think. You have all the time in the world. Your own life. Go back to your 13th year, 14th year, school, 9th class, 10th class, inter, while you are traveling, hotel, stranger, with parents, with siblings. Rack your brain. ఇందా క్వశ్చన్ చాలా ఈజీ అనిపిస్తుంది కదా. వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపీనెస్ ఈస్ లైక్ నథింగ్. నో, ఇద్దరు కంబైన్గా 5 అయినాయా? నో. ఈజీ క్వశ్చన్. ఎగ్జామ్ అంతే. పర్లేదు, కొట్టుకోండి. మా మధ్య మహాపురుషులు కూడా ఉన్నారు, మాకు కూడా తెలుస్తుంది కదా. Done? No? How many? 3. Two. No. 5. Good. I will throw a wild guess. One of them is you gave 100 rupees note to a shopkeeper. He gave you lot of change. You returned the change back. Conductor. If not shopkeeper, it happened with conductor or auto driver. No? Same story, different variations. You ate boost 2 spoons. Your mom asked how many spoons. You said only 1. Then later you confessed. No, I ate 2 spoons. Okay. Yes or no? Yes. Let me guess the third one. Siblings. You took something from your sibling. Later you told them, it's me who took it. No? No such creativity? You didn't cheat in exam. Anyone? That's honesty or duty? Honesty. Honest duty. Okay. Anything else? All of you know what is honesty, right? No? Yes? So you took 6 plus 6, more than 6 minutes. So 12 to 15 minutes you took to write 2 answers, right? So below that, now I want you to add what is your issue, what is the struggle that you have faced while writing this answer. Just write 2 or 3 lines of what are the struggles you faced while writing these 2 questions. This is for your long term memory. Yes or no? This is where you stand on July 21st, 2023. No? What are the major struggles you faced while writing these 2 answers? Using brain. No? First problem. Done. If you are done with it, put a sign, put a date. If you have Google Photos, take that photo, upload it to your Google Cloud. So whenever you write your mains, you will always come back to these answers and see this is my first answer. This is my first original answer. Yes or no? This is where I was. Yes or no? That will be a benchmark for you. That is where you are today. No judgment. It's for honesty. Yes? Okay. I don't want to look at your honesty answer because I don't want to be surprised. Okay. This is also honesty on JP. Okay. Right? But what is the problem? Every single one of you know what is honesty? If I ask you what is honesty, everyone can tell me, sir, honesty is this. We all have a different understanding of what is honesty. But the problem is application of honesty is where you struggle. Yes or no? Application of honesty. We don't even know whether to include this as honesty example or not. That is where you struggle. But individually you must have done more than 10 good deeds, honest things. But the struggle is to put the examples. This is exactly how your UPSC answer writing is also. Everybody knows there are issues between India and USA or India and China. Your answer will be only rewarded when you write what? Examples. Now from today onwards, whenever you do a honest thing or whenever you see a honest thing anywhere in the newspaper, trust me, somewhere it will kick you. I am doing some honest thing. This is an example. That is how brain works. We never noticed. Yes or no? For example, is there red color in this classroom? You all entered, you sat, but you didn't look at the red color, right? Now that I have forced you to look at red color, you will be searching where is red color. Yes, human brain works in the same way. We all observe, we all notice, we think we know, but unless specifically focused on one thing, you actually don't notice it. So why do you look at previous year questions? Not that they will give you knowledge or you have ready-made answers. It will force you to start looking for examples in newspapers. From today onwards, whenever you look at Arctic ice, glaciers, melting, sea level rise, your mind will tell you, okay, this is a solution to previous year questions. Or you can ask yourself, what are the 10 examples for climate change? Next time what will you do? That day SAR showed Arctic ice is melting, Himalayan glaciers are melting. 2 examples for what? Climate change. Don't you think in the next 9 months you can have 8 other examples? Easily. So you have to recollect them in a span of 6 minutes. Not only recollect, you have to put it on pen and paper. That is where this particular exercise will help you. Yes or no? Probably after the class, when you go home, when you think calmly, array, that also I could have included. That is also honesty. Your brain will work in a very relaxed fashion. Yes, but the greatness lies in what? Recalling in 6 minutes. Outside the exam hall, anybody can recollect, but you have to recollect in what? 6 minutes. So how many of you wrote more than 6 examples for honesty? 6, 7, 7, 8, all 10. Okay, so minuscule minority, right? Majority of you are struggling. Less than 4. Okay, with you people probably have knowledge, but you are not able to articulate it. Yes or no? You have ideas, but you cannot put it on pen and paper. You need more practice. Those who can put, they need to polish it. Everybody will be in different level. But the 2 answers you have written are originality. They are your happiness. Now I will give you a benchmark answer. How many of you wrote happiness only from your perspective? Like, I want to take care of my parents. I love eating ice creams. I love watching movies. I love sleeping. It's all about me. Yes, that is one dimension of happiness. It's no wrong thing. It's about, you are kind of like, you are not thinking about others. If you have included something like helping animals, taking care of animals is happiness, or playing with my dog is happiness, you extend your compassion or happiness to other things. If you have added a social thing, for example, going to NGO, talking, donating money, or spending time as a volunteer, such things will show your sharing bent of mind. That means your happiness also is dependent on others. Okay, if your answer is purely materialistic, like I want to become an IAS officer so that I will be happy, I will take care of my parents, that is happy, I want to buy iPhone, that makes me happy. Okay, again there is no wrong thing, but it is purely from your material perspective. So material perspective, psychological perspective, helping others, animals, and working for the nation. Yes or no? You are an IAS officer, right? You want to serve the country. Becoming an IAS officer to serve the country is happiness to me. Okay, that shows your service spirit. You may have all these ideas, but probably you didn't bring it in onto the paper. There is no wrong in being selfish. Say for example, playing in rain is happiness for me, or just getting wet in the monsoon rains is happiness for me. Selfish, everybody will have that. But beyond that point, what will you write? You have to talk about society, you have to talk about others. Yes or no? Life is not about your own selfishness, right? Life is about sharing their happiness. So are you happy and sharing that happy, that makes you more happy, then you have to put it on the paper. I don't know how many of you have done this, right? But think about, look at your own answer after the class, think about it. Could you have added others dimensions, or did you add only your selfish interests? If you can change that into expression, that makes you more happy. Yes or no? Yes? Is there any one such incident which made you really happy? Like like selfish thing versus helping others? No? You must have done something outside yourself, right, to make yourself happy. You found a puppy, you gave it some food. Did you feel happy? Or donating makes happy? Or what makes you happy outside yourself? Teaching the elderly to read makes you happy. So that is a fantastic perspective from outside my own self. All this is also your happiness, right? I am not teaching you that your happiness should be society based. I am not saying that. Your happiness can be anything. But probably as an administrator, it's your job to think about others. So if you add that dimension from day one, probably automatically that will also become your happiness. You have to expand the circle of happiness. Beyond you, there is family. Beyond family, there is society. Beyond family, there is entire planet. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. You don't have to throw that word. Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas makes me happy. No need. But the thing is, that also makes you happy. Some people like, spending more time with animals, nature, that also makes you happy. Spending time in nature makes you happy. No? Anyone? Wrote it in the answer? No? Why not? Sir, it's too normal for UPSC. UPSC means higher standards. Who told you? It's very simple. Anything can be happiness. Eating ice cream is happiness. Who am I to judge? The question is what? What is happiness according to you? Anything can be happiness, right? Okay. So next time, take that creative liberty. Don't restrict yourself. Happiness means this. Or people will laugh at me. No. You can write whatever you want to write. Okay. Yes. Clear? Homework question. See, this is how you think and develop. Okay, you don't have to do it now, but homework question. Write at least 8 dimensions. Write at least 8 dimensions of the term perseverance. Perseverance. PERSERVANC. Perseverance ni kanisam 8 different dimensions lo meer ela chustaru. What is perseverance? Persistency from at least 8 different dimensions, not 8 different people. Nelson Mandela ki perseverance, Gandhi ki, not 8 different people. From your thought process, 8 different dimensions. Okay. If you do this exercise, automatically your analytical skills will improve and your appreciation of whatever you are learning will also improve. You will bring all that into answer writing. Whatever you read, you bring it into answer writing. Because anybody can mug up what are the countries that surround India, and you can mug up. But your originality is shown only when you are asked such kind of questions. So that is why UPSC have philosophical essays, ethics paper. Nobody can copy paste content there. You have to be 100% creative, original. I hope you understood the purpose of the exercise. Yes? Okay. Last 2 questions. What was the biggest struggle you... No, not writing. Don't worry. What was the biggest struggle you faced while writing these 2 questions? Sorry? Thinking about others. No. Recall examples. Okay. Vocabulary, yes. Unable to follow that pattern. Scope, you couldn't think about the larger picture of things. Okay. Then where to start, how to start, starting trouble. Then application. Content is nothing but, see, what is content? How can you not have content? You always have content. It's about articulation. Yes or no? See, happiness అనేది అందరికీ different things ఉంటాయి కదా. లేకపోతే హానెస్ట్, మీ జీవితంలో మీరు హానెస్ట్ ఏం చేసినారో సార్ నోట్స్ ఇస్తే బాగోదు. Yes or no? I cannot give you the notes about what is your happiness or what is your mug up and come tomorrow and write. It's your happiness, your honesty. Yes, but your ability to go back and recollect these points, right? You must have done something in your 10th class or 1 week ago or 6 months ago. Your ability to recollect, think, apply, that is what is the struggle. Second thing, after 10th class, probably after your 6th class, nobody forced you to think beyond what is in the box. Is that no? Everybody told you this is the box, you have to be very good within this box. Markulu vastai. But UPSC is forcing you to think outside the box. What is happiness is a ethics question in UPSC in 2014. Who will give notes for what is happiness? We can only give you direction how to think beyond yourself. But what will you think is again different. Sir, Christmas vaste I will go to orphanage. Okay, and I will donate some bed sheets. That is happiness, fine. But probably you are doing it for Instagram photos. Okay, then then I have some suspicions on that intent, right? You are not doing it with good intent, you are doing it for selfish. Then is it actually doing good? Are you having honest intentions? ఫోటోల కోసం డొనేట్ చేయడం ఒకటి, డొనేట్ చేస్తూ ఫోటోలు దిగడం ఒకటి. విచ్ వన్ ఈజ్ మోర్ హానెస్ట్? Both are honest. Why? You understand the point? Yes. That means you can donate, no harm, but you should not donate with the intention that it will get you more likes. By doing good work as a byproduct, if you are getting likes, getting more likes is happiness. Yes, that is happiness, but that is not honesty. See, again, I cannot judge anyone, right? At least the poor person is getting the blanket for one or the other reason. I am happy. See, the best dialogue probably I have heard in the entire Telugu film industry is in Aanaluguru movie. Okay, I don't know if you have seen that movie, Aanaluguru, Raghavendra Prasad movie, one of my favorite movies of all time. There is this lady who comes to Raghavendra Prasad and says, you know, my son have a heart hole, like hole in the heart. He needs operation and he will give you 25,000. Raghavendra Prasad gives 25,000 or something. Next day or few days down the line, he's in the newspaper saying that it's a fraud. The kid doesn't have a hole in the heart, and his first reaction is not 25,000. The first reaction is his relief that the kid doesn't have a heart problem. That is humanity, right? Like you can make money always, but your first intention is, arey, that kid is happy. That shows your core values. Arey, I wasted 25,000. Then actually there is some problem, right? That is why the character Raghuram inspires so many generations. We all have to be that like Raghuram. Okay, that is where humanity will increase. Yes or no? Ante what I am trying to say is, we are all not Raghurams. We cannot be Raghuram, but we can aim to be Raghuram. That means we can improve to be a better human being. If my happiness is eating ice cream, there is no harm in it. But if I see a kid, right, then somewhere our humanity is lost, compassion is lost. Okay, giving that to someone needy is probably more happiness. I'm just nudging you, not asking you to change. Okay, think about it. Okay, so as Swami Vivekananda says, only those who live for others truly live. That is my inspiration for happiness. Okay, so probably by inspiration, by from learning, by education and all these things, maybe we will become better human beings. Maybe we will find more happiness. Yes or no? So application of your existing knowledge with some boundaries is what we are here to do. Are we clear? So the only thing that coaching centers or anyone in coaching or a mentor can do for you in UPSC preparation is draw that final boundary. The summary of today's class, I will not take more than 2 minutes. See, this is a boundary for UPSC. Every subject have a boundary. Overall UPSC preparation has a boundary. The boundary can be about content. Okay, the boundary can be about subjects. The boundary can be about answer writing, which is your favorite topic. It can be about newspapers, it can be about prelims, it can be about anything. But the thing is, for us, from where I stand, okay, we will always have a bird's eye view. What is bird's eye view? And we will look at Hyderabad from like a satellite. Okay, we will see all the mazes. If there is a traffic jam, I can see only the bike before me or the car behind me. I cannot see more than that. But from top I can see, arey, go left, the road is entirely free. So the people who stand outside the game, I am outside the circle, you are all inside the circle. For you it looks like a maze, it looks very confusing. Sardembo in this, he will say read NCRTs, I am the person who has to sit in the class, there is so much in the newspaper and all those things. But from here, I am here. My advantage is what? I have 12 years of experience. So if you stand on my shoulders, you don't have to repeat all the mistakes, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Yes or no? See, whatever I teach you in the newspapers is not something that I learned yesterday, right? I am doing it from last 13 years. So if a person is reading newspapers from last 13 years, he will definitely know 1 or 2 more things than you. So if you stand on his shoulders and see newspapers from his perspective, from day one you have advantage of what? 12 years of perspective. You know a boundary to draw. Okay, I need not do more than this. Okay, the honesty example perspective, what does that do? It will teach you how to look at examples. Everything is perspective, everything is perception. Yes or no? There are hardly 10 books, 10 static books in your preparation and probably 10 NCRTs. So overall all you have to do is what? Sit and read 20 books. Okay, average each book is 300 pages collectively. You have to read the same books at least 4 times. That's all. You are done for your UPSC preparation. Then whatever happens is newspaper. This plus this will lead to answer writing. It's very easy. So that is why I told you it's simple, but not. Why it's very simple? There are only 10 books for you to read in prelims and mains and newspaper every day, and add that to your application part. But again, that is perspective. Pain ekkadostadi? Levali, newspaper chadavali, that too from right perspective. Next thing is application of that perspective. Okay, that is where the process is simple, but the pain lies in doing the same thing again and again and again and again every single day. For 300 days you have to read what? Newspaper. For how many times you have to read the same books? At least 3 to 4 times. The pain is, sir, manne chadivanu. Okay, I am already a master in that subject. No, you are not. Okay, unless I see your name in the final list, okay, you are not a master. You have to read. So please understand this concept of simple is not easy. UPSC's preparation is simple because you will always have a boundary. Who will tell you that boundary? I can tell you that boundary. As a mentor, I can always suggest you what to do, what not to do. The thing is, it's your application. Honesty example is simple. It's a very simple example, but it's not easy to write 10 examples of honesty. That is difference between simple and easy. Was the question difficult? Is it a difficult question? It's a very simple question, but it's not easy question. Clear? Please remember these things while you are preparing for UPSC. And overall, if you take the help of a senior mentor institute, what happens is from day 0 you will get a boost of 30% in comparison to your peers. అంటే మీరంతకు మీరే చూస్తే you have to travel so much to reach this point, but by taking the help of someone, what happens is it's very easy for you to get all these perspectives. నన్ను నమ్మకండి, go and talk to your peers. ఒక్కడన్నా ఉంటాడు కదా outside this institution who is preparing UPSC with you or who started UPSC with you. Ask them, did you see newspapers in this perspective? They won't even understand what is keyword. Forget about previous year questions. Everybody will say newspaper chadavali, previous year questions kavali, but how to connect A plus B is something that is missing. That is where we help you. From here it's up to you to go to the, that is final list, final selection. Okay, but it takes around 3rd attempt and 4th attempt for people to understand this. Again, don't believe me, go and download annual report of UPSC in its official website upsc.gov.in. look at the charts. Maximum students are entering into service in 3rd and 4th attempt. Why? People believe that spending 50,000 60,000 is like waste of money, but for the same children's marriage or something else, they are willing to pay 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. The best advice I have ever received in UPSC is this: 20,000 spent on a test series, okay, is 100 times more powerful than anything that you will buy ever. Yes or no? It's an investment. It's not waste of money. Why are you paying money? You are paying money to save time so that you will do this in first or second attempt. Worst case scenario, you will fail in first mains, but second mains you will be in service. Or else you have to keep roaming in Ashok Nagar, pay rents. Yes or no? Or waste your youth. ఇంకా అమ్మాయిలకైతే ఇట్స్ లైక్ గుళ్ళో గంట. ఎవ్రీ రిలేటివ్ హూ విల్ కమ్ అండ్ సే ఇంకా పెళ్లి చేయలేదా, ఎట్లా ప్రిలిమ్స్ కావడం లేదు టంగ్ వాడిదేం పోయింది. హీ విల్ కమ్ అండ్ పుట్ ద డైలాగ్ అండ్ గో అవే. ద ప్రెషర్ ఈస్ ఫేస్డ్ బై ద ఉమెన్, రైట్, ద గర్ల్స్ స్పెషల్లీ. అబ్బాయిలకి ఏముంది, ఫస్ట్ సెకండ్ అటెంప్ట్ల తర్వాత ఇంక జాబు, బ్యాంకులు రాసుకో, ఎస్ఎస్సి రాసుకో, గ్రూప్ 1 రాసుకో అంటారు. వాడు అక్కడ కూడా ఒక 3 ఏళ్ళు తిరిగి మొత్తం డిగ్రీ అయిన 6 ఏళ్ళకి హీ విల్ డూ సమ్ జాబ్. అమ్మాయిలకు అంత స్కోప్ ఇవ్వరు, థర్డ్ ఆర్ ఫోర్త్ అటెంప్ట్కి పెళ్ళిళ్ళు చేసేస్తారు. యూ షుడ్ నాట్ గో త్రూ ఆల్ దట్ టార్చర్, రైట్? Why? There is always someone. The only problem is, are we taking the help or not? Again, you know if I am bluffing or telling you honestly. Yes or no? You can identify the difference. You must have attended so many classes. You must have seen so much videos on YouTube. But I will tell you very honestly, student is a core. Anybody can be a writing mains. Okay, నేను ఒక్కటే బెంచ్ మార్క్ పెట్టుకుంటా. నేను కళ్యాణ్ అనే వ్యక్తి, if he can clear prelims and write mains so many times, literally anybody can write. I am my own benchmark. I came from such a humble place. I don't even know English when I came to the UPSC field. I told you, right, I couldn't even speak excuse me. I come from a small town in Anantapur district where I completed my schooling, right? So if I can come to UPSC, inspire so many people, you can do it even better. You are much talented than me. And above all, you have help like mentors like us. So it's your job to reach this point and go from there. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ వై యు ఆర్ ఇన్వెస్టింగ్ మనీ. అన్నిటికంటే ముఖ్యమైనది ఏంటి, మనీ ఇన్ ద రైట్ ప్లేస్. దాని తర్వాత టైం. ఇది మాత్రం పోయింది అంటే రాదు. మనీ యూ కెన్ మేక్ టుమారో, బట్ టైం యూ కెన్ నెవర్ మేక్. ఓకే, రిమెంబర్ దిస్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఫర్ ద రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ యూపీఎస్సీ ప్రిపరేషన్. అండర్స్టాండ్ వేర్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ దిస్ సైకిల్. ఓకే, you are here or here, wherever you are, you identify, take help, rectify. I will be available in the institute. Meeku em doubt unna, you can come and talk to me, right? Or you can talk to Adnan sir. We are here to help you. But మీరు నోరు ఓపెన్ చేయలేదు అనుకోండి, we cannot read your mind కదా. అంతా బాగానే ఉంది అని మేము అనుకుంటాం, బట్ ఇట్స్ you who has to rectify this. Clear? Yes. See you all tomorrow. By the way, take a copy of that photo. Sorry, that answer, scan it, keep it in your mobile phones. Yes, it will humble you. One day you will be very happy. Trust me. ఏదో ఒక రోజు సీరియస్నెస్ వస్తుంది. ఆ రోజు నా ఆనిముత్యం ఇది అని వెతుక్కుంటే, ఓహో ఐ వాజ్ దిస్ బ్యాడా అని మీకు తెలియాలి. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? వన్ డే మేబీ ఆఫ్టర్ సర్వీస్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత యూట్యూబ్లో కూడా చెప్పుకుంటారు, మై ఫస్ట్ ఆన్సర్ నా దగ్గర ఉంది, దిస్ వాజ్ మై ఫస్ట్ ఆన్సర్ అని టాపర్ టాక్స్లో చెప్పుకోవచ్చేమో. ఐ డోంట్ నో. విల్ హోప్ ఫర్ ద బెస్ట్, రైట్? Yes, thank you. The definitely they are the colors used for printing because they are primary colors kada. Apart from that, why are they there? What is the purpose of the dots? See, all colors come from the 3 primary colors kada, red, blue and green. No? Yes. QR code, don't forget QR code after the class, right? Thank you.